Neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. Carl Jung. And honestly, that's what procrastination can feel like. Procrastination does not solve problems. It creates new ones. And if you're creative, you already know that. Because the work doesn't disappear. It just sits there in the back of your mind, getting heavier, getting louder. Sometimes it's not laziness. Sometimes it's not that you don't care. Sometimes your brain is just trying to protect you. Not because the work is impossible, but because, for whatever reason, it feels uncomfortable enough that you'd rather do anything else. Scroll, clean your desk, make a coffee, watch another video. Tell yourself you'll start later. And then later never comes. And before you know it, the day is gone. If you're anything like me, you know that battle. There's always something to do. Edits, emails, posting, scripts, lead gen, admin. Trying to stay creative while also trying to survive. And some days that pressure gets so loud, you just shut down. Not because you're weak, not because you're broken, but because your system has learned to run from discomfort. That's why I think artist block and procrastination go deeper than just try harder. Because when your mind starts linking work with pressure, fear, shame, disappointment, or even old memories, you stall, you freeze, you avoid. So what do you do when that happens? Here's what's helped me. First, self-awareness. You need to catch the moment, catch the pattern. Creatives live in their minds. That's a gift. But it can also become overthinking very quickly. And overthinking feels productive. But most of the time it isn't. A lot of the time, it's just fear wearing a smarter outfit. So when you feel that resistance show up, pause. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And what am I avoiding? Because once you name it, it starts to lose some of its power. Second, move. Don't stay frozen. Movement matters. Walk, stretch, clean something, leave the room, get out of your head and back into your body. Because when you stay stuck physically, you usually stay stuck mentally too. You don't need a perfect reset. You just need an interruption. And third, create without pressure. This one matters. A lot of creatives get so caught up making for clients, posting for platforms, building for businesses, that they lose touch with making things for themselves. And when that happens, creativity starts to feel like labor only, like output, like obligation. Sometimes the best thing you can do is make something small, something honest, Something that reminds you of why you started. Because not every creative act needs to perform. Some of it just needs to bring you back to life. So, if you've been procrastinating, if you've been stuck, if you've been calling yourself lazy while silently fighting your own mind, just take a breath. You're not done. You're not trapped, and you're definitely not the only one going through it. But you do need to be honest with yourself, because the longer you avoid the work, the heavier it becomes. So start small. Move your body and face what's actually going on. And then create again. Not perfectly, just honestly, and see what happens.